So I'm just a little bit bored. So what I'm gonna do is another questions video, because so many people have watched the other videos of me answering questions. But anyway, I figured I'd do this. Saw this thing on Tumblr, and it's got about more than 20 questions on it. So I figured I would kind of break it off into pieces. Maybe do like 15 or 20 questions, depending on how long it goes. But anyway, so let's get started. Question one. Think of the last person who said I love you. Do you think they meant it? Yeah, the last person who said they love me, was my mother. And even though she says it at the end of every conversation, I think she means it. Number two, would you date an 18-year-old at the age you are now? No. No. I have a 5 year kind of range, backwards and forwards. Um, and then there's that whole divide your age in half, then add 7 to it. So basically, my minimum age right now would be 21. So, and even that's kind of, I don't know. So, would I date an 18-year-old at the age I am now? No. Number three, when's the last time you were aggravated and happy at the same time? Um, Probably after I finished reading Snuff by Terry Pratchett, because I was happy because I had finished reading the book, and aggravated because there wasn't more to it. It was a great book. Just meaning there should not that there should have been more, but I really love Terry Pratchett's stuff. So just to clarify, I was aggravated because the book wasn't like 500 pages as opposed to 400. So, or however long it is. It's a long book, but I just love Terry Pratchett's writing, so whatever. Plus, I love the character of Sam Bime, so yeah. Number four, would you ever smile at a stranger? I actually do that almost all the time, almost unless I'm in a really really bad mood. But even then, if I'm walking through a store or something and someone happens to walk by, and normally there's that really awkward moment where you catch each other's glance and you happen to be walking in opposite directions, and you're just like, oh god, we're at an awkward distance away from each other. Do I just nod or whatever? So most of the time I'll nod and smile, and very rarely do I say hi, but I also say hi sometimes too. And my job kind of, basically one of the suggestions is that you smile and greet every customer. So you kind of get used to smiling at strangers. So. Number five, is there someone mad because you're dating slash talking to the person you are? No, because I am not dating slash talking to anyone that I am. However, that is supposed to mean. Number six, have you heard a song that reminds you of someone today? Yes, actually. I heard the Doctor Who theme today, which reminded me of the Doctor. So, good stuff. Number seven, what exactly are you wearing right now? Exactly, I'm wearing a Superman t-shirt, an undershirt underneath it, some stripy boxers, jeans, Mossimo jeans, in case you're curious, mismatch Hanes socks. They're Hanes, but one's got like this thicker top to it, and the other one's whatever. Glasses, and my heart on my sleeve. Number eight, how often do you listen to music? Every day. I cannot drive without music. I don't like listening to my car and worrying about if that sound that I'm hearing is because that's what it's supposed to sound like, or is my car going to fall apart. And plus, at the same time, if I'm listening to music and the noise that my car is making is particularly loud, excuse me, then I'll know something's wrong. But if it's just your basic, however the treading is on the tires, or the the paving is on the road, then, no. But I do listen to music every day, and whenever I work, if I close, I tend to listen to music while I'm doing the last bit of closing paperwork. And then on Tuesdays, which are truck days, come in at 5 o'clock. We don't open till about 10. I'll plug my iPod into the system. So I mean, every day I work, there's music, but I don't necessarily listen to it because once you get used to it, you kind of drown it out, and then you have your own music in your head. But anyway, number 9, do you wear jeans or sweats more? I wear jeans more because I'm classy. I don't know what that means. Number 10, do you think your life will change dramatically before 2012? Yes, I think November will turn into December. So, dramatic. So, but in all seriousness, I don't think so. We've got the holiday season coming up, and it's my 7th year working at the store and doing the holidays. So, kind of a veteran now. So, let's just pray for the best. Number 11, are you a social or antisocial person? I'm kind of in the middle with this. Though I am now more of a social person. Granted, this video doesn't necessarily reflect well on that because I'm talking to my computer as opposed to, talking to humans. So, but if I am in a social situation, I do tend to talk to people more these days than I used to when I was younger or a year ago. But yeah, I'm a little bit in the middle, but more toward the social side. Number 12, have you ever kissed someone whose name begins with the letter A? No. Can't think off the top of my head. No. Not in the romantic kissing way that you're probably meaning by that question. Number 13, what about R? No. Though I have kissed T, K, and E. So out of all 26 letters, you pick those 2. But, of course, those aren't the 3. But, okay. 14, can you drive a stick shift? No. 15, do you care if people talk badly about you? Yes and no. I think I like to come off as, if people talk badly about me, it's just because they're jealous of my awesomeness. But some of the time it does get to me. But it's circumstantial. It's all about the situation. For instance, when I'm at work and I have to reprimand some associate because of something that they've done, and they end up calling HR. Like if for instance, I had to send an associate home because of the way that she was talking to me. She was breaking a rule, and I confronted her about it, and she immediately became belligerent about it. And so instead of keeping her on the clock and dealing with that attitude, I basically said, if you cannot speak to me as a professional, then you need to go home. And so that didn't sit well. And so she just went off and started telling people about it, started telling, basically talking just negatively about me, just saying bad things, and calling human resources, and I'm on the phone with them, and they're telling me this and that and the other. Circumstances like that, it does bother me because, it gets recorded, and it affects my job. But if some person's like, oh, well, don't talk to Andrew because Andrew's a dick, I don't worry about it too much because sometimes I can be. So, believe it or not. But also at the same time, if someone talks badly about me and they do it to my face, I will most of the time agree with them just to get them to shut up, because that actually works really well. They're like, hey, Andrew, you're an asshole. And I'm just like, yep. What more you got? So, most of the time, I don't really care if people talk badly about me. I've got way too many other things to worry about than what people may say, especially if it's behind my back. I don't really care. So, of course, also at the same time, if a person says something badly about me and it's, it's basically inflammatory, I'll either, talk to them about it or, once again, make a joke about it. So, that's really it. So, I'm just going to go ahead and decide to do 15 because I'm going on 10 minutes now. It's like 9:58, 9:10, so 10 minutes. So that's a good length for a video. So I figure I'll just go ahead and answer these 15 questions at a time, and hopefully the math works out. So see you for the next 15.